And today we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna talk about the Today we're going to cover the crushing earnings season. So we're going to talk a little about the market. We're going to show you a little bit about what's going on, how to trade today's market, and why it's so important to learn how to trade because it is a very, very big failure rate. And the only way you're going to learn how to be successful is you got to surround yourself with a good team. You got to surround yourself with a good traders. You got to get the right education, and because it is a very, very big failure rate. So, but before we get started, just a quick little warning, just let you know that I'm not going to make any guarantees or promises that works for everybody. It does vary student to student, but just there is a very high risk in trading. So please make sure before you go out there and trade that you can't, you could afford what you could lose. It is a very high risk in trading. Now, with that said, these are a couple of things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to follow the big money in the market. I'm going to show you what tools we use here at Cybertrade University, and we're going to talk about the days, the times, and basically how to be an overall well-round trader in the market. And then I'll talk about risk management and all that good stuff. So we're going to cover a lot of content. We're going to talk about 45 minutes here. And I could almost guarantee you this, what you're about to learn right now, you're going to realize why trading is a 90% failure rate. Now, with that said, when we're all said and done, I'm going to offer all of you guys to come and join me for one full week in my trading room. Um, Listen, at the end of the day, you're there for one day, 1 hour, whatever it is. But what you're about to learn in the next 45 minutes, you're going to realize that you're gonna want to be in this room. And the thing is, when it comes to trading, we practice what we preach. And a lot of people don't do that, but we're going to show you exactly what you're about to learn right now. And you're going to see it live for one full week. And with a bonus, I am going to give you my book at the end of the presentation. If you want, you can pay me $47 on Amazon, but for the courtesy of sticking around to the end, I'll give it to you for free. And it's basically how to beat market makers at their own game. Basically, a market maker is what I was, a trader on the Wall Street, and which teach you basically how to be a market maker. I mean, the tools that we use, everything we used. And let me just tell you this technology has been out there for over 50 years. This is not something new. It's been around forever. Some of you are going to be shocked why you haven't learned about it, and we'll cover it. All right. All right. Hold on. Let me see something here. By the way, could everyone see my PowerPoint? Just want to make sure everybody could see it. Just want to make sure everybody could see it. Okay. All right. Good. Uh, there should not be nothing blocking it. Some are grayed out. All right. How about now? Can everybody see it? Okay. Just want to make sure nothing's grayed out. Mm. All right, so let me try to do something here. Give me a second here. Mm. All right. Does that look a little better? Can everybody see that? It's good now? All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to share my execution system. Could everyone see this okay? The trading platform? All right, good. All right. So basically, what you see right here is a direct access system. And what I want to show you basically is some of the executions of what stocks that we trade and what makes these stocks move and everything else. So right now, we're looking at a stock called MSGM. Now, if I blow this up right here, you can see the stock has been doing fabulous this morning. It has basically ran from $1.20 up to a price of about $2. Now, Why did the stock stop at 12 o'clock at $2, came all the way down to a buck 60, and now we got another run up and we're at a buck 80? Why is that? Well, the reason for that is this: level four. And if you look at this right here, what you're looking at is we're looking at every single order in the entire market around the entire world. We're seeing why the stock literally went from a buck 50, shot up, and you see these lines right here with all these sellers around $2. You see a line down here at $1.50, and you can see how it went up, stopped here, came back down, orders showed up, now it's going back up again. So you're looking at every single order around the entire world that wants to buy this stock. Now, we could do it in NVIDIA. Same thing. NVIDIA, if you've been watching NVIDIA's been having a very tough time going below $100. NVIDIA's been taking a very big hit lately. You can see how stock's been trending down. It's been going down, but it never wants to get past 100. The reason for that is because there's a 1.1 million share buyer out there on the bid. There's no other reason to explain it. So what you're looking at is what's called the right of the chart, not the left of the chart. Apple, same thing. Big buy sellers out here 220, big buyers down here at a buck 90. Did you guys see Hertz? Hertz has been doing great. Why does it keep going higher? There was a big seller out here at $8. We're trading at $8.50. You could see that big seller was executed. You see the big green ball, big volume bar. That seller got done. Now we're stock going up. Now we got buyers showing up here. And there is a 124,000 share buyers showed up at 8:30. So when you want to know why the stock is going up, that's the reason why. So what you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is all the buyers and all the sellers around the entire world. That is what makes stocks go up and go down. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Trump has been a very aggressive president. Let's just say that. And you can see he's been really, really hard on the tariffs. It's been making the market extremely volatile. It's been going up. It's been going down. It's been all over the place. And the big thing is the power of being a trader, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, we are all the same party, and the party of traders. So some of you guys are getting crushed. Some of you people are doing really well. Some of you sitting in cash. You just got to know how to follow the money. And that's why the market is so volatile. So talking about some stocks, this is going to be a good earnings season. You got the Magnificent Seven stocks that will be coming out with their earnings. And the thing is, it's not just all about the Magnificent Seven. It's what you're trading today. So who am I, how I got started, and why you're listening to me today? I want to give you a little breakdown because I was you 35 years ago. I am 53 right now. I started off when I was 22 years old, but the difference between you and me is I was an ignorant 22-year-old kid. And the way I learned how to become a trader is I was taught by some of the best traders in the industry. I live here in New York. And by doing that, I started out working for a brokerage firm. And what I've learned, and what I'm about to teach all of you here, is that if you want to be successful in trading, you have to have a good team. You have to surround yourself with a bunch of very good traders. All right. Now, can everybody see everybody see my PowerPoint? You should be able to see my PowerPoint. Everybody see? Just give me a chat back. All right, good. Just making sure. So, over the years, I surround myself with some of the best traders in the industry, and great traders never stop learning. They really don't. And being a good trader and surrounding yourself with great traders, I always learn something new. And my goal today is I'm looking for traders to be part of my team. It's not about teaching you, it's about hiring you. And the way I've learned to be a good trader, it's not about thinking you have the right to say, "Oh, I can go out there and do it. Oh, I have the right to go work here." No, when you go for an interview, they hire you because they think you're right for the job. And my goal is the way I know that some of you are going to be qualified to trade is you got to take the time and you got to come and see if it's for you before you move forward into trading. Because being a good trader is a lot of work. There's a lot of coaching, there's a lot of mentoring, there's a lot of supervision that's got to be done. And it's not about the winners, it's about controlling the losers. Now, if you see the people up here on the screen right here, these people are just like you. I've trained people around the entire world. If they were people that worked at ABC, if they were engineers, military, pilots, accountants, they're all walks of life. And the big thing is, you're probably one of them. But to be good at it, you have to have a good team. So it's not about me and my traders. This is really about you. My goal is I'm going to make sure that this is something that you want to do. So regarding about trading, I have a question for all of you. How did you get started in trading? What made you get involved into this business? Was it that you woke up one morning and said, "Yeah, I got to make money"? I mean, what basically changed your life? Want to make supplemental income, Michael? Okay. Everyone else? How did you guys get started? Want to learn? Okay. Retired? Want to start trading your 401k? All right. Good, good, good. All right. Well, the other question is this. How long you been trading and investing for? Has it been a couple of days, a couple of months, a couple of years? How long's it been? Just started? About a year? 30 years, Deborah. Okay. About 2 years, Michael. All right, good. All right, perfect. All right, well, let me explain to you how trading really works. Being a good trader, it's not about just trading the Magnificent Seven or what the Dow is. There are stocks that move every day. Now, there are some students here that will tell you, and they didn't know this until they actually joined the trading room, that there's always something to trade. I mean, just last week, we had a couple of IPOs that came out. Webull went from $10 to $80. You had Newsmax, the cable channel went from $20 to $250. But why did it go down back to 20? Why did Webull go up? Listen, every day is an adventure. You just got to know where the buyers are and where the sellers are. Let's talk about a stock called Hertz. Did anyone trade Hertz, by the way? HTZ. Anybody trade this stock right here? So what happened with Hertz? Can anybody tell me? Huge, huge run up. And it ran up again today. Hertz ran over 100%. Beautiful stock. Bill Ackerman, I don't know if you guys know him, but he one of the billionaires, very big, big, big hedge fund guy. You could see disclosed a 12.7 million share holding in Hertz. The stock literally ran from $5 up to $9 a share. Huge run up. What you're seeing right here are our students. Carrie did really well on it. She bought a 580. She got out at 681. Kathleen made 64 cents. John got in at 575, got at 640. These people that you see that right here, you're going to meet every single one of them in my trading room. These are real people, real traders that we have trained. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you had 1,000 shares and you made 64 cents, forget about making the $2, $3. That's over $600 in one day, in one trade. Do you know if you do that every day, that is a six-figure salary? That's why we love trading. Now, we broadcast live every morning, and we got the earnings announcements coming out, and we're going to have fun. We're going to be here. So I don't know if you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel or Instagram or TikTok or Telegram. You're all invited to come. But there's always something that is moving every day in the market. But the problem with traders is they're always looking backwards. You got to look on in what's in front of you. And that's where everybody's making their mistake. They're not following the money. So, what I need from all of you right now is this. I need you to pay attention because what you're about to learn, and I say this all the time, is going to be very disturbing. You're going to be so upset. What you're about to see right now is you're going to realize, number one, why did no one ever teach me this? And two, you're going to realize you've been trading blind on all your trades. What I'm showing you right now on the screen is called NASDAQ Book Viewer. Now, I helped pioneer beta test this system when it first came out. You're seeing every single order in the entire world that is trading a specific stock. Now, what you're seeing right here, fellow traders, and let me get my crayons out here so you guys can follow along. There we go. So you see my little dot right here? So you're basically seeing every buyer and every seller that wants to trade the stock, Palantir. Whoever wants to buy the stock for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money down at the bottom is all the way down here. Now, there are a lot of orders, a lot of shares, and a lot of prices. Now, a lot of this is basically noise. What you really want to focus on is this: big block orders. That is what makes support and resistance levels in trading. So let's put it to the test. What you're seeing is stock right here, and you're looking on a chart. You can see how the stock goes down, and it stops right around here at 162, hovers there, and goes right back to 165. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, how would you have known and be prepared to buy a stock where it was going to bounce? Well, it's not the past that makes the stock go up. It's the present. And the present is, where are the orders? Now, when you look at NASDAQ Book Viewer, now this is NASDAQ software. This is not Fausto's, software indicator. This is the actual exchange. And by the way, everyone is going to have access to it, and I'm going to tell everyone where to get it. Okay. What you're looking at is, when you look at all these orders, you'll notice that the biggest order is right here. That order is this order, and that order makes this support level. So when you see a stock go down and you want to know when it's going to stop, it's this right here. It's nothing else. I'll even show you on a resistance levels. Well, I'll do one more support. CrowdStrike. Stock went from 372 all the way down to 348. Now, you ever own a stock and like, oh my God, how much lower is this going to go? Is it ever going to stop? When is it? Who's going to make it stop? There's only one person that could stop it: buyers. And the buyers are right here at 47,000 shares at 372. Now, the thing is this: Alibaba trending down. When is it going to stop? The only way it's going to stop is where the buyers are. Now we're looking over down here, and if you notice, the big buyer is right here. Now you're looking at a price like, wait a minute, it's trading at $97.99. You're telling me it's going to drop all the way to here? Well, I don't know about you, fellow traders, but who's got more power? Who can make more of a support level? The 100 share buyer or the 75,000 share buyer? Well, I change the slide. There's your answer. Look what happened to the stock. It went all the way down, stopped here at 96, and went up to 106. How would you have known? How would you have been prepared? Got to ask yourself, who really trained you? Now, my question to everyone here is this. Is that hard? Is that confusing? Did I lose anybody? How about that? Just give me a yes or no. Did I lose anybody? Yes, you lost. No, you're following along. Michael, you following along? Okay, good. Michael, another Michael. Okay. Rick, Deborah. All right. Jan, you following along? Perfect. All right. By the way, there's almost 100 people in here. Alex, what about you? Anna, Bill, Dan, Douglas, Fran, Kathy. Are you guys following along? Because let me explain something to you. If I don't hear from you, that means that you're doing something else. Okay. If I don't hear from you, that means that you don't get it. And if I don't hear from you, I want to give you some advice. Go back to your day job. I've been teaching people for 35 years, and I've seen people lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions. I've trained hundreds of thousands of people over the years, and I could tell you this: it's not fun losing. And this is the biggest casino that you ever seen in your life. There's a reason why people that trade options and they pay you to trade options. There's a reason why brokerage firms don't charge you ticket charges. Okay. These are things that you probably have questions you want to ask. This is what we teach you. You want to be good at trading? Follow along, because it's the greatest job in the world. But you got to know how to play the game. Let me show you another one. Thank you very much, Lynn. I appreciate that. Let's talk about resistance. Tesla, whatever. It could be any stock. It's going up. Is it the tariffs? Is it earnings? Does it even matter? Listen, it all comes down who's buying it and who's selling it. And that's with any stock. NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Hertz. You have to have a game plan. Most of you keep looking at the left of the chart. We are looking at the right of the chart. The right of the chart is where are people trying to get out. And if you notice here on Tesla, it's not the 1,000 share seller. It's not the 500 share seller. It's not the 8,000. It's the 200,000 shares out there. And there are 400 people that make up that order. That is what you want to look at. That is where you got to have a game plan. Ever sell a stock too cheap? Ever get out too late? Well, this is the reason why. Because if you didn't get out, that's why the stock, and not in a week, not in a month, in one day, it goes from 250 down to 220. And don't tell me that some of you have never been in that position before. Because if you're not, you're lying to yourself. I've been doing this way too long to see it. And you know what? That's okay because that's why you're here. These are what we call iceberg orders. And the reason why we call it an iceberg order is that everybody's always focused what's on top of the water. And if you know anything about icebergs, it's not how big is what you see on top. It's massive on the bottom because it didn't work out too well for the Titanic, which we probably all know about that story. Actually, I came up with the word iceberg order after seeing the word Titanic. And like, oh my God, those people ain't going to make it. And you know what? No difference in trading in the market. Now let's go in and see the live market again. All right. Now, what you're looking at right here, fellow traders, this is called level 4. Now, level 4 is basically a heat map. You're seeing everything on NASDAQ, everything on the New York Stock Exchange, everything out there, which is over here on the right, which is called the current order book, which is right here. Okay. But now you're seeing it on a heat map and you're seeing who's out there and where they're out there and how much are they out there trying to sell. So no matter what stock you're looking at, if it's Bitcoin, we can see the orders. You can see every one of them. We can see how many Bitcoins are out there. 88,000, 87,000, 83,000. If it's in Hertz, if it's in Apple, we can see the big block orders. This is what you call program trading. The algorithms, those scary dark pools that you hear about, it's all being exposed. Now, the question people always ask is, why is there not more people talking about it? Why was I not told about this from the last person? And it's a very easy question. Were they a market maker? Did they work? They live here in New York? I mean, listen, if I want to learn how to be a good actor, I'm not going to Iowa. I'm not going to Texas. I'm going to Hollywood, California. That's where the people are that do it all day long. If I want to learn how to be make good pizza, I'm not going to Chicago. I'll go to Italy. You know what I mean? Like if I ask anybody something, you want to learn about making oil? Where are you going to learn how to do that? In New York? No, you go to Texas. You go to Canada. You go to Calgary. You see, like this is what we do here. I have some of the biggest traders live in my town. And let me just tell you something. You're not beating them. Okay? But I got good news. You could join them. And what they're using is what you're seeing right here. And like I said earlier, before we started, this technology has been out there for almost 40, 50 years. This ain't old. You're just finding out now, probably. And what I want to do, fellow traders, is I want to teach you all how to use it. Because I've been doing this way too long. And it really is disturbing to see people say, oh, you're just going to lose all your money. And my thing is this, who really trained you? Because when I do presentations, I do personal presentations, I do all these big money show events and all these speaking arrangements. It's sad, but we're going to fix it today. So if you like level 3 quotes and you like level 4 quotes, I want to show you how to do it. I want to show you how to utilize it. I want to see it live in the market. And I want to introduce you people that are doing it every single day. Now, for some of you, if you haven't subscribed to my channels, we will broadcast live all day long on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Telegram, X. You said it, we're on it. But now it's time to stop and getting away from social media and come and join us live in the market. and see it with us every day, not just for free, but seeing it in real time. So, Cybertrade University, for some of you could look on the screen right now, probably recognize a bunch of names up there. There's a reason why we're sponsored and endorsed by more brokerage firms and exchanges than any school in the industry. And not only that, there's a reason why we have a 5-star rating on Google for 35 years. Probably your best restaurant, your favorite restaurant, does you have a 5-star rating. You see, we have a reputation and we like to keep it that way. And you should, and if you go out there and don't move forward with anybody, don't move forward with Cybertrade University, these are the things you got to look at. These are things like ChatGTP ranked us #1 school in the industry. And the reason for that, because we love what we do. We have great customer service. We do a lot of one-on-one coaching. We have a phone where you can call us, because the goal is this: if we could teach you how to be very successful, we all do well together. Now, my goal is this. I want to invite all of you guys to come to my trading room. Enough watching YouTube channels, enough subscribing to those newsletters and having people telling you what to do. It's time for you to think for yourself. So we have a brand new way of teaching all of you how to do it. It's joining our trading floor. Now, I'm not looking for free people. And by the way, if you're somebody that's looking to get something for free, listen, I'm a very straightforward person. My dad always taught me that. You're wasting your time. All I'm asking for is telling me who you are. And all you have to do is make a $9 investment for a 1-week trial. And all you need to do is take your phone, scan that QR code, or just click on the link that we have on the screen. And what we're going to do is that $9 is going to change your life forever, because this is what I'm going to offer all of you. You're going to get live audio commentary in the trading room with me and my fellow instructors. You are also going to get full access to all our traders in the room, the thousands of traders that are in there. You're also going to get live stock watch lists that we're going to give you and show you live examples of iceberg orders so you could see it real time. You're also going to get access to our library of our best podcasts of some of the most famous and well-known people in the industry, all for $9. Now, let me explain something to you, fellow traders. I don't need your $9. Okay? That $9 just tell me if you're a real person. That's it. And if you can't afford $9, you can't afford to trade. But we're giving you a lot. Imagine what you've learned in the last 30 minutes, how much more you'll learn in 1 week. Because you're going to get all these great things. And I'm going to give you one last bonus. If you register today, I will personally talk to you on the phone and give you a free coaching class. Now, I know some of you here have taken some classes and probably never spoke to the owner before ever. And you're like, why would he speak to me? Well, my thing is this. I don't need your $9. I am looking for traders I could trade that could be part of my team, that we can make money together. It's not about teaching you. It's about practicing what you preach. So showing you in classroom is one thing. Doing it in a live market's another. But the only way you're going to know that is you have to be there and see if other people could do it. So all these great things that you see up here, and if it doesn't work out after 1 week, I'll give you $9 back. Listen, that's the least I could do. Now, with that said, fellow traders, if anyone has any questions, here's your time to say it. But go out there and make the investment. Watch and follow the iceberg orders, because you're not following where the right of the chart is. You're basically lagger, and you're looking at your rearview mirror. And let me tell you, it doesn't really work too well when you're driving a car, if you know what I mean. Now, one question I did come across here. Someone said, do I need a brokerage firm to do this? No, you don't. That's the least of your problems, because some of you probably have the wrong brokerage account. You know what I mean? And with that said, why go out there and have a brokerage account if you don't even know this for you or not? Another person was asking a question before earlier, which is a popular question. How much money do I need to get started? And I said, that's a great question. $9. That's it. And I know it's a stupid way of looking at it. Like, listen, don't worry about the pattern day trading rule. Don't worry about whatever you have. That's the least of your problems right now. Why go out of your way and open up a brokerage account and put all this money if you don't even know if you're qualified to trade? You know what I'm saying? Just pay $9 for now. Let's do it. Let's go from there and worry about that. Another question. A couple of people are registering right now. Let me just do a couple of shout outs really quick. Colleen, I just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Who else we got here just registered? Well, you're pretty quick. Lucy, welcome aboard. Appreciate it. Got your registration. Welcome aboard. Now, listen, when you guys register, let me just remind everybody, there's going to be a section where we're going to ask you your personal information, as in who you're trading with and how long you've been doing it for. Just simple questions. They're 5 questions. Very important you answer those questions, because the more we know about you, the better we can help you. Everybody here is going to talk to one of my education advisors. They're going to walk you through, so you're not going to go into the trading room and be like, oh, what do I do? I register, and where we going. We're very humble people. Okay. We care about your money. We don't want to have any people have a very negative experience in trading. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're trading blind. Another person said, when could I start on Monday? Absolutely. I actually think you should start tomorrow. You get in the room immediately, but if you want to start on Monday, you can start on Monday. That's fine. All right. Any other questions, fellow traders, that I can answer? Lynn, thank you very much. I really appreciate, Lynn has been, let me just tell you a little story about Lynn and Randy. Everybody can see their comment. So Lynn and Randy are here every week. They are one of my favorite, biggest cheerleaders in here, because they were very skeptical people. They've taken a training course before and they didn't want to get ripped off. And they've spoken to our students. They really did their homework, and they said, Fausto, if you're for real, we'll always be here. And I always want to thank you, Lynn and Randy, for being here. Very loyal students of ours. But the reason why they're here is because they were you, and they don't want to see you make the same mistake. And they know that if we see something in you that you could help the team, we're all going to make money together. Yes, that's true too. Tomorrow is a holiday, so we're closed tomorrow. I totally forgot about that. It's Good Friday, which, by the way, I wish everyone a happy Easter. But you'll start on Monday. Absolutely. Start on Monday. Any other questions, by the way? I just got a couple of people just registered again. George from Louisville, Kentucky. There you go. Great basketball team. Love Louisville. Been to there for the Kentucky Derby. Great. Jan, the cost for the NASDAQ book viewer, that's a great question. It's $15. When I started, it was $1,000. They lowered the price for $15. Now, you can't tell me $15 is not worth it. But why pay 15 when you can pay 9? Don't worry about book viewer right now, Jan. Let's worry about getting into the trading room and see if it's something for you or not. Because let me tell you something, Nasdaq's not there to answer your phone call. Nasdaq not going to answer your emails. Okay, so what you're going to get is when you register, I'll give you 2-minute, 5-minute videos. It's going to show you how to download it and how to set up the defaults and how to use it. Right to the point. And then when you come in the trading room, it's going to make things that much easier. All right. Any other questions? A couple of people just here, just registering again. What else we got here? George from Los Angeles got your registration. And Vivid, I got your registration here from, where's that? San Francisco. Welcome aboard. Guys, it's $9. What's the worst thing that could happen to you? You learn something? What's I mean, think about it. You want to make a 6-figure salary? What's $9? I know it sounds a little too cheap. Maybe I should raise the price on it. I always get people always say that, but we just want to make sure you're a real person or not. That's it. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? I want to get back to the trading room, enjoy my traders because it's been one hell of a market lately and been volatile. Any other questions? Gene from Connecticut just got your registration. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Look forward to teaching you and talking to you. Now, when you call and book your appointment, you need to be, we'll probably talk like on a Wednesday, Thursday, but it is very important that you need to be in the room at least a day or two before you talk to me, because the way we're gonna learn, fellow traders, is that you need to be in the room, because I won't be able to answer your questions in detail unless you're in the room. All right. All right. With that said, fellow traders, thank you so much for being here. If you did not move forward with Cyber Trade University, I get it. It's fine. Maybe it's not the right time, whatever it is. But you can always lock it in and push it off a couple of weeks down the road. It's always nice when it's fresh in your mind. But with that, had that million in NVIDIA been filled? Let's go check. Here's NVIDIA. And no, he's not. It's actually 1.2 million. All right. So with that said, everyone, thank you for being here. And I look forward to hopefully teaching all of you that registered. And if you didn't move forward with Cyber Trade University, when you're ready, we'll still be here. We're not going anywhere. I love what I do. My traders love what you do. The students love helping you guys out. And we'll see you probably then. But same things for you. Everyone, happy Easter. And we'll see you in the trading room. Thanks for registering and good luck.